What's up, everyone? I got the new Fatshark Scouts, and these are pretty exciting in terms of box goggles. These are probably the nicest I've used in terms of fit and feel and function and quality. The menu in here is really clear, really easy to use. I've got a joystick so I can navigate. One touch here records. That's right, they have a DVR. They have the two things I think all goggles need if you're going to buy them. One is a DVR so I can record onboard footage, and the other is a diversity antenna, not just one antenna that you see here. And this is a nice omnidirectional antenna from Immersion RC. There's also a built-in patch antenna, a 5 dBi patch right in the goggles, pointing right forward for you. So that is awesome. Stay tuned. We'll tell you a lot about these goggles, and let's see if this intro set is worth your hard-earned cash.
What's up, everyone? I've got these new Fatshark Scout goggles. This is Fatshark's newest set of goggles. This is an entry level, meant to get you in the hobby without breaking the bank, because we know that they're low profile goggles. When you add these modules, can get pretty pricey. So let's take a look inside the box. Alright, we've got a nice carrying case here. Looks like some stickers, downloadable directions, and a nice cloth in the box to keep them clean. But this is what we want to see. So I do like, right off the bat, carrying case. This is super nice. Keep them protected when you're on the go. These look very similar. These Scouts look very similar to the Recon goggles, but there are some very important differences. First, they're actually a diversity set of FPV goggles, right? So there's an internal antenna right here. Then inside here, we got a couple of things. We've got a pad for your nose. We'll add that. And it looks like a nice little omnidirection antenna. All right, looks solid. USB-C in right there. AV in, headphone jack. On the other side, super important right here, an SD card slot and auxiliary port. Other things that really make these different and nice, you can see we've got a scan button so we can find the code. These do have race band, so there are, I believe, 37 channels, 40 channels, something like that. I'll have to double check on that. We also have a removable battery up here, right? Looks like an 18650. That's really nice because those batteries are pretty darn common. You'll find them in a lot of flashlights and things like that, but easy to find, rechargeable battery. That's going to give you a pretty decent flight time or battery life, I guess. Other things that are really nice, I like this leather piece here, and then we have one here for the nose that came with, and then those lenses are actually really nice. So this is not your basic budget goggles. These are actually really nice. So I'm excited to try these out.
So I'm going to do a quick flight around my house with the Tiny Hawk S. Now this Tiny Hawk S has a 25 milliwatt VTX. That's very low power output. So you can kind of see how it performs going behind walls and things like that, and then I'm going to take it outside and see how far it can go while I'm still inside, sitting in the back room there, before we lose picture. Again, this is a low wattage, 25 milliwatt. It actually performs pretty well. That's about what most of my goggles will do, whether it is these Scout goggles or a even more expensive $300 pair of Fatshark goggles.
All right, people want to know how heavy are they, because that is important. They're going to check in 350 grams. That's pretty good for a box goggle. If I check in my Fatsharks with their battery, 246, 250, so you're talking about a difference of 100 grams when I add my antennas. That's not terrible. So if I go with my Eachine goggles, Eachine battery, 369. So a little bit lighter depending on what kind of batteries you use. Yeah, awesome little set of good-looking Fatshark FPV goggles. Okay, so we're back outside with the Tiny Hawk again. Again, 25 milliwatt VTX, so we're putting out very low power output. And I just kind of want to show you the color on the DVR is really good. Now, this is not the world's greatest camera, but it shows pretty darn well in terms of comparing it to other goggles. Now, I have a lot of pairs of goggles, box style, and low profile style as well. And I would say that these are on par, if not better, than most of the goggles that I have. I do like them. Would I recommend them? I do think $199 is expensive. But if you are looking for the best in terms of box goggles, this is it. Now, my flying, these 2 packs you're going to see, I'm going to crash here in a second, are probably 2 of my worst attempts at FPV. I said this before, I am kind of new to FPV, but I do love it, and this Tiny Hawk S was my favorite drone. And when I say was, well, that's because, as you see, this flight will not end greatly for the Tiny Hawk, but you can enjoy the DVR footage while it lasts. I'm still kind of lamenting over what happened here. But anyway, like I said before, I do have lots of goggles. I have the new Sky Zones, new Amways. I've got the eSheen VR D200Ds. Those are actually really good with the quad diversity antennas. I got an old pair of Dominator V2s. And I'm actually going to throw them all up against each other. I even have the DJI Race Edition goggles. So we're going to compare these and those and see who's king. Here it comes. It's going to be, the water. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure you check us out on halfchrome.com as well as dronedj.com. Good luck and happy flying.